Hi, this is Kimberly from Melbourne and Kim Knits, and today I'm going to show you how to create the twisted German long tail cast on. This is my favorite type of cast on to use for any time you want a really stretchy opening. So when you're casting on a beanie is probably a really great example of when you want to use this cast on. I also like to use it if I'm doing a top down sweater or jumper for the neck openings as well. So this one, once you get the hang of it, you can end up working it really quickly. So all you need is your needle, and I'm going to be casting onto circulars because I'm going to be knitting a beanie, and your yarn. Now, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that with your yarn, you're going to need to make sure that you have a long tail. And the long tail needs to be however many stitches you're going to cast on, kind of that amount. So the best way to estimate this is to start off by leaving a small tail. Grab your yarn, just pop it over like that. And then I'm going to wrap this around 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've wrapped it around my needle 10 times, and there's my 10 stitches. So I'll just pull that off like that, end to end. Now let's say for the purposes of this cast on, I'm going to cast on 20 stitches. Now obviously for a beanie or something, you're probably going to want closer to like 100. So what I do is I just find my 10, and then I just go ahead and start. So there's 20 stitches there. I can keep going, 30, 40, and so on. But for this cast on, I just need 20 stitches. So I always double. So there's 10, and then my second let there is 20. So I know that my cast on is going to begin around here. So here's my long tail, and then I'm going to start here. Now I don't need to create a slip knot or anything. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my yarn with the tail coming out towards the left and the ball of wool coming out towards your back finger. So we're essentially just forming like a V here, okay? So this strand here is connected to the ball of wool. This strand here is my long tail. So I grab them like this, and then I just hold them around my fingers. So I form kind of like a slingshot. I'm going to take my needle here. I'm going to press it down on top of the yarn here. And then I'm just going to thread it under and just twist it. And that will become my first stitch. What I then need to do is I've now kind of got like a reverse slingshot thing happening here. And we're going to be working anything under the thumb first, and then we're going to be bringing it back around the finger here. So I'm going to start off with my twist, and I'm going to take my yarn here. I'm going to cross it over the top of my thumb yarn, underneath both sides of that yarn there. Then I'm going to bring it through the thumb loop here. So it's going under, through the thumb loop here back towards the front. Then I'm going to take that needle over to the left here, up and under. And then the last step here, you'll see this little triangle notch here. I'm going to sort of pull my yarn until my needle goes through. And then I slip that off my thumb and bring it through. There's 2 stitches there. And then I let my thumb relax. So starting at the middle, across both yarns on the thumb and under, loop it back through this one here. Then it goes over and around that stitch there, and then through the triangle, let it go. There's 3. So back to my slingshot, over from the left, back through the thumb, around and under from the outside of the finger, then through the stitch and pull it off. And this one here is the one that makes it nice and tight. So around, back just through the first one, across through here, through the triangle, pull it off and retighten. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around the thumb, back through the in-between bit here and back to the outside. Bring it around the other stitch or the other finger through from the outside, through the triangle, pull it off. So always working like outside to inside, inside, then back out, over the top here, outside to inside, triangle, pull it off. Start to speed up a little bit for you. Around, back, outside to inside, triangle, pull it off. Around, back, finger, triangle, pull it off. Around, back, finger, triangle, pull it off. Round, back, finger, triangle, pull it off. How many have I got now? 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. All right, speed this up a little more. Around, back, finger, triangle, pull it off. Round, back, finger, triangle, pull it off. 13. Finger, pull it off. Probably don't have these so close to so far away from the point. Around, back, finger, pull it off. Around, back, finger, pull it off. Around, back, finger, pull it off. Back, finger, pull it off. Just check how many I'm at now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2 more. Around, back, pull it off. Okay, and you can see that I've just got a bit of a natural amount of tail there that would be really good for when I want to sew on my beanie or add a label or something. Now, if you're just working straight, that would be great. But when I join in the round, I don't necessarily know if this is the correct way or not. I always cast on 1 more stitch than what I need, because when I go all the way around, I will slip the extra stitch over to this side and then place my marker, knit, and then I would go ahead and knit those first 2 together to join in the round. Everyone's got their own way for joining in the round, but that seems to work easiest for me. So there you have it. There's the Twisted German Longtail cast on, and that is going to provide you with a super stretchy and a really nice kind of like a plaited finish to your cast ons, and it will work really well for all those objects that you need a really stretchy bind on for. Happy knitting!